hearing, okay, person of the year.
Yes.
Ariane, you were especially passionate about this when you walked in this morning. So
I
we talked about this from 5 to 7. So Time Magazine has announced person of the year. And the winner is
many people of the year.
many women of the year.
Exactly.
Right? Women, men. Silence breakers, the people who have come forward to say, yeah, we've been sexually assaulted, we've been sexually abused, we've been sexually harassed. So that whole #MeToo campaign
Exactly.
brought about this big change. So do you want to elaborate?
Sure. So I don't know about you guys, but I was taken aback a little bit by seeing Taylor Swift on the list. And
Well,
at first, I didn't know
first.
why. Read the article, come to find out, her acknowledgement of that man grabbing her butt, the picture that we had
When
on
she
air
went to
for
court,
2 days.
which was back in 2013.
Exactly. Inspired so many people to come out with their stories, which is
Right.
why she made the list.
Right. And so when we first saw that too, we were like, wait, why?
Why?
And then absolutely understand
Exactly.
why, because she was one of the first ones before coming out with that Me Too campaign, which was, who, do you remember the actress who came out? Was it Rose McGowan?
Rose McGowan, Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
Ashley Judd is the headliner of this Time
Yes.
article at the beginning.
And
And she really comes out about her interaction with Harvey Weinstein in 1997 and what that did to her. Unlike many other people who have been affected by Harvey's behavior,
Yeah.
she was one of the people who spoke out about it immediately.
And a big name. So when
Very
she
big
came
name.
out, then it gave that confidence to other men and women. Let's not forget the men and
Yes.
women who have been affected by sexual assault in the past and probably still currently. I mean, this is a time where I heard the other day someone say, I know we live in this, it's an interesting story because it's a mom who has only boys, right? She has 3 young boys. And she went to a department store to get clothes for Christmas.
Okay.
And she's like, I know we live in a women's world right now, but let's not forget about our boys, because the section was literally like 2 little racks
Wow.
for men's clothes. And this, I know when we talk about sexual assault and all of that, we're not talking about clothes at the store, but it just was sort of this symbol that I realized we are focusing a lot on women right now, because it is their time, it is our time to come out and say, you know what, we have been sexually assaulted, abused, you know, the women out there who have felt this way and have gone through these experiences, and they've come forward, and a lot of men, and we go down the list, like just in the broadcast world, Charlie Rose, Matt Lauer, most recently. Before that was Weinstein, when all of this really had happened. So what do you guys think about the cover?
So they have a lot of different people on it. So it's all the women, mostly women and
some
men,
men.
yeah, who have come forward, who
Terry
basically
Crews.
have said, I'm not going to sit down for this. I'm going to speak up. Yes, you could get backlash from everyone saying you're lying. This is not really true. But I think for these women to come forward and men to come forward, it takes a lot of guts. And it's really great that Time has recognized these people for basically putting themselves out there, reliving this horrible experience that happened to them. But it's also created this global awareness that it's not okay.
Exactly.
What I would have liked to have seen is more faces on that cover. If you're going to say silence breakers, then go all in. I want to see every inch of that cover
It's
with
gonna be-
faces.
yeah,
You
full.
know, I didn't need to see just Ashley Judd and Taylor Swift. Like
Right.
the people where you go, okay, well, they're popular, they're celebrities. I mean, there are a lot of people who have put their lives on the line. That's the only thing I was disappointed to see. And if we want to talk about men and women, I don't see any men on the cover.
Not on the cover, but they are featured in the article.
Yeah.
What
I
I
like
want
how
to
they
speak
kept
to
it
is
diverse,
this
but-
idea of, okay, we've heard enough from these women. It's time to worry about other people. I don't think that it's time to worry about other people. Women are getting their due time.
Yeah.
And Amber Tamblyn from the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, I don't know
Yes.
if you remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
She came out and she wrote an article for, I believe it was New York Magazine,
Okay.
speaking to that, saying, you know what? Men have had their time for so long, and things have been hidden for so long that give us a year, give us many years. This has to be stopped.
Yeah,
and
it's created a new
I love that
culture.
article. It is a new culture.
No, I don't think that it's been too long that we've sat on this. I know some people feel that way. That's like, okay, we're still talking about this. Yes, absolutely, because still there are so many stories that have not come to fruition. And I always think about the next generation. I don't know if you saw Teen Vogue. They had a summit over the weekend.
Oh, no, I didn't see
So Teen Vogue for the first time had a summit where they had Hillary Clinton, they had a lot of different movers and shakers in different industries come to a stage in different stages and had young people,
Right.
the teens in pop culture, Yara Shahidi being one of them, star
Love
of
her.
Blackish, and now Grownish, a new show.
Yes, on Freeform.
On Freeform, that's right. Focuses her journey in college. But anyways, having them come to the stage and interview these people who they want to talk to or want to pick the brains of. And I just thought, wow, that's so good for this next generation to be not just kids in the world, but to be thinkers themselves.
Right.
Whether standing behind their own culture or standing behind being a woman and being a feminist, or whatever it is you stand behind, like being educated and being able to step onto a stage and express how you feel about certain situations. So I think it's a good time.
You think about all of the impactful moments in our lives. For me, it was 9/11. Probably
Yeah.
for you two, we're about the same age. For kids growing up now, this is
Yeah.
an
Such a big
impactful moment in their lives. And I'd love to see how this is going to shape them going
For the
forward.
better.
Exactly.
I think it really helped that social media played a big role in the Me Too campaign because everyone had a voice on any different platform. Because all you had to do is, use the hashtag Me Too, and you could share your story. And I know for a lot of these women, it just took them years to just come forward. And again, I can't imagine being one of those women holding this weight on your shoulders
Right.
of somebody completely taking advantage of you, especially like the gymnasts from the Olympics, Allie Raisman,
When you hear
Gabby
about
Douglas,
the
and-
doctor who
yeah,
took advantage of their bodies.
Larry
Right.
Nassar. So it's one of those things that you trust these people to look over you.
Correct.
And then they take advantage of you. And it's such a horrible thing to happen. And now they can finally recover because they've come forward and spoken out to everyone about their
Right.
story.
And unless you've walked a day in their shoes and have gone through that experience, you can't judge. And something I always, say in conversations that I have, because people are on the fence about it. A lot of people, in my own circle of friends and in life, people you don't think would be are, just sometimes confused, like, but are women taking advantage of the situation, and did they invite this
glad you brought that up.
sort of behavior? And I always say, my body, my rules, your body, your rules, her body, her rules, his body, his rules. So what would be okay for me if a colleague came up and was like, hey, Megan, how you doing every
Right.
day? To me, I'm fine with
touchers,
that. I'm
right.
touchers, I'm a hugger, all of that. I'm fine with that. To other people, maybe that or something worse is
it's like,
crossing
whoa,
the line.
You're,
Right.
you're a little too close.
And
Yeah.
so everyone has different rules.
Okay, I'm taken aback by this one. One of our viewers, Ron Sherlin, said, this is the special gold diggers issue. I'd like to hear
What?
more about this, Ron. Why do
Oh,
you
Ron.
feel that way?
I don't understand.
And
Please
what does that mean?
do
elaborate.
other people feel the same way
Because
that
they
he
feels
does?
that people like the Matt Lauers and the Charlie Roses, people who have money, are being taken advantage of by women who just want to seek some sort of fame. I'm telling you right now, no woman wants to be famous because
of
of
that.
sexual assault.
No.
So the fact that they came out and they have said something, you don't know if they're getting any kind of money. You don't know what it is they're getting. What they're getting is the opportunity to get it off their chest and
Exactly.
to maybe have some healing in their life. And you're not a woman. You don't know what that feels like. So please don't go there.
And if you have a daughter, you have a mother, a
Yeah.
wife, anything, a son, people are affected by this every single day. And to be so callous about how you speak about these people who are coming out and being so brave to speak about an experience that is so painful to them, that rubs me the wrong way, my friend.
Yeah, but please elaborate. I mean, we're here to hear more, of course.
So
Michelle?
Margie has weighed in. She says, great choice, Time Magazine. She's very excited that all these different people, it's not just one person. It's,
Right.
it's a movement. It's a group of people who are chosen. Amanda says, good morning. Hey, good morning, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
And of course, when I scroll and want to talk about comments, I can't. So
Mary